A season-high 6 home runs in another decisive win. Tonight, Gio goes for a Major League best 18th win. The opening act next on MASN. Tonight's Chicago starter, and the offense, well, it's contagious. Ryan Zimmerman hitting well as well. Some powerful lineups straight ahead. Fans coming in for a Wednesday night of Nationals baseball here on the 5th of September. Nats have won 3 in a row, 6 of their last 7 playing well, hitting well, and the weather pretty good. Visit Train.com for an independent Train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a Train. Humidity's still up. It's 82 in town. Partly cloudy skies. Just a gentle breeze blowing. It's one of those nights, kind of like last night when the ball could be flying again. And with the lineup the Nats are throwing out there, why not? You'll see them a half inning from now. Right now, it's Anthony Rizzo and the Cubs. In this series, he's 3 for 7 with a walk. He's had 20 multi-hit games in the last 2.5 months, asserting himself as one of the better rookies in the league with a batting average of .291. And Alfonso Soriano hit number 26 here last night. He has 88 RBIs, just one more than Adam LaRoche. Gio started at Wrigley Field on April the 7th. The Nats won that game 7-4. He got squeezed at times a little early, didn't get the win, and I think he let that get to him, if memory serves me right.
Yeah, he nailed it. His first start as a National at Wrigley Field. Last time out Friday against the Cards. Got his 17th win of the year, and the Nats 10-0 win. He received his first career shutout, allowing just 5 hits. Struck out 8, walked 3, threw 119 pitches, 76 for strikes.
Cubs are hitting .240, only Houston lower at .237. Second from the bottom in runs as well for the Cubbies, and Joe Mather takes a strike as Gio pours one in. We're underway at 7:06. Mather, Dave Sapelt, Anthony Rizzo here, top of the first. Had him reaching, little tapper. Zimmerman on the run, 1 out.
It's time for our Mazda defensive alignment. Let's check out the Nats defense tonight. Behind Gio Gonzalez, Morse, Bernardina, Harper in the outfield. Jason Worth with the night off, so we'll trade Larry leadoff for a Shark in center. Desmond Zimmerman on the left side, Espinosa LaRoche on the right side, and Kurt Suzuki doing the catching. Mazda, engineered for the few who care about what they drive and the way it makes them feel, because if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building.
Here's Dave Sapelt. Couple of walks, 0 for 2 in the series. As a Cub in 3 games, he's 0 for 3. This one right at Ryan Zimmerman. Kind of on the run. Guns it over to LaRoche, and a couple of quick ground ball outs for Gio Gonzalez.
And check out Gio Gonzalez, what he's going to feature against the Cubbies tonight. You know, look at the fastball, 72%, averaging 93 miles an hour. I looked at his charts from like the last couple of years when he was in Oakland. He was throwing that fastball just 60% of the time, so throwing a lot more this year. It's his bread and butter pitch. He'll move it around in and out, but he'll elevate it with 2 strikes for his out pitch, maybe more so than the curveball of late.
And at the age of 26, some pitchers are still getting to know themselves and what they can be successful with at the major league level. Anthony Rizzo has never faced Gio. He was in the minor leagues when the Nats opened the season at Wrigley Field. Target is inside. Where's the fastball in there? Larry Vanover calls it a strike. Larry in his 20th year. The crew chief Jerry Lane at first. Bill Miller, Mike Estabrook around the bases, and Gio goes 80 miles an hour with the breaker, and the count's 1-2. Gio is tied for first in wins, is first in opponent's batting average, and he's 5th in strikeouts with 176. +1. And a 1-2-3, top of the first for Gio Gonzalez. How economical was that? And that gets these bats rattling early. Visit Jeep.com to learn more. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Resident Evil Retribution in 3D. In theaters September 14th. There are some Cubby fans. There's a beautiful sunset out toward the Blue Ridge Range tonight. And here we go, bottom of the first, Roger Bernardina. We'll set the lineup and all that for you momentarily. We will tell you the Nats are hitting a season-high 261 as a team. Chris Volstad is 5-3 in 14 career starts against Washington with a 4.77 ERA. Yeah, 14 starts. Saw the Nats a lot over the years as a Miami, then a Florida Marlin. He was with them 08 through last year and drew a lot of assignments against our ball club.
And last time out, he recorded a second straight win on August 31st against the Giants. Gave up 2 runs on 5 hits over 5 2/3. Struck out 2, walked 3. Threw 88 pitches, 49 for strikes.
So he's 2-9 with a 6.06 ERA, winless before those recent starts. Bernardina trying to tee off. Roger's seen him 22 times, 7 hits, 3 RBIs. In this series, Bernardina 1 for 2. I was looking at his on-base percentage today, 383 for the season, 447 for the last 2 months. I mean, we're just talking about unheard of numbers that Roger is putting on the board here. And FPU and I have talked about this before. When a ball club wins a championship, it's usually some of the extra guys and some of the part-time guys, the ones having the career years.
It's the unexpected guys, the stuff you don't plan on. But with Roger Bernardina, I think you're just seeing a ball player come into his own, and sometimes it takes longer for some players, but every time he's in there, he does something to help his ball club win.
302 batting mark. That one's by the mound. Anytime that happens, it's going to be close. Safe at first base. Bernardina literally stealing a base hit on an infield grounder.
A pretty good play by Darwin Barney to make it this close. You're talking about a guy who has an errorless streak going. Not afraid to stick his nose in there right there on a tough play in between hop. The speed of Bernardina, shark smelling the hit. Beats it out. So we took care of it last night with Jason Worth in the bottom of the first, and we'll take care of it tonight with the first hitter. There goes the no-hitter.
So leadoff Larry leadoff followed by Roger Rabbit. Guys are fast, they're getting hits, and the Nats have something going. Bryce Harper is next. 2 for 5 in the series. Hasn't faced Volstad before. Chris, a big fella, 6'8", 230. Got a bit of a leg kick. That breaking ball is low.
I think I saw something where Larry leadoff was 3 for 33 against Volstad. So you combine that with, the legs are barking a little bit, coming back on base every night. Perfect night for a night off.
He did have an RBI on those 3 hits, but Bernardina's now 8 for 23, so maybe the perfect storm to give Worth the night off and bring in the left-hander who can fly. And it's not often with a ball club you can take out your leadoff guy and you plug in somebody who has all the attributes of a leadoff man with occasional power. Bernardina.
14 stolen bases.
He's only been caught 3 times. They're playing Harper to pull on the infield. The other way, beyond that, targets away. And a 1-0 pitch is a backdoor breaking ball that stays out, stays down. So the Nats are now 6th in the league in runs. They went over 600 runs last night. They've scored 603, given up 483, 120 on the plus side. That is impressive. And they're now 3rd in home runs. And batting a season high as a team, 261. Harper rams one to right. It's going to carry right to Dave Sapelt. Is this team swinging the bats or what? See your authorized Dodge dealer and experience a world of performance, design, and fuel efficiency. Schedule a test drive or go to Dodge.com. Check out their powerful lineup. Then you have a number 8 hitter like Suzuki, who sits safely in 6 of his last 7 games and over his last 8, batting .333. Zimmerman and LaRoche now the next 2 with 1 on, 1 out. Well, Ryan, a very impressive home run the other way last night. Bernardino with a big lead. I mean, his entire foot is beyond the cut of that grass. He's not toes to the line or anything. He was beyond that. He went back on a called strike. Ryan Zimmerman, by the way, suddenly coming alive. 9-game hitting streak. 12 for 40. 2 homers, 5 RBIs during that hot week and a half. And he's 13 for 25 career against Volstad with 2 home runs. Bernardino back easily. That may tell him he could inch off some more. As mentioned earlier, Volstad, a big fella, 6'8", 230. Takes him a while to get the ball home. Takes him a while to get it to first. Are you timing him over there?
I am.
Let us know when you got something you think is important.
Sure. Talk to you in the 8th.
If he's around in the 8th, this is going to be a 1-0 game, and it'll be a dandy.
Well, you talk about the big lead from Bernardino. I always thought a good base stealer gets a comfortable lead to where you're thinking about going to second more than you are going back to first. If you get out there too far, now you're thinking I'm way out there. You start leaning back to first base so you don't get picked off. Nice comfy lead like that is where you steal from.
He's running. Pitch is up. Bernardino is in there with number 15. Wellington Castillo got the ball down there in good fashion. The Nats swipe number 85.
If I know as a base stealer I can get back easily, now my momentum and my thought process is towards second base, not back to the bag. And you saw Roger right there actually shorten up on that, get a good jump, and steal second base on a good pitch to throw on for Castillo. Almost a modified pitch out right there. Throw right on the money, but the speed of Bernardino gets him his 15th bag.
1-1 pitch to Zimmerman. And to his left, Darwin Barney. He had a long way to go because he was letting Bernardino know that he was near the bag. That broken bad grounder moves Zimmerman to third, 2 outs.
It set the defense for the Cubbies tonight behind Chris Volstad. Soriano, Mather, Sapelt in the outfield. Castro, Vitters on the left side. Barney, Rizzo on the right side. And you just saw the arm of Wellington Castillo.
By the way, a couple of Eastern teams had a say in the pennant race today. Phillies won at Cincinnati behind Roy Halladay, who's 9-7. Utley, Kratz homers. Jay Bruce, number 32. That guy's unconscious. And the Mets beat St. Louis at Busch Stadium 6-2. Ike Davis went deep. R.A. Dickey got his 18th in that game. So Gio trying to win number 18 and tie him. Adam Wainwright hit a home run for St. Louis, but they lost 6-2.
I have one hope, and that's that the last 3 games of the season against the Phillies mean absolutely nothing. Because with that staff they have right now getting healthier every start.
Don't go in there needing to clinch.
They're the spoilers. They're the team that's taking teams home with them.
Adam LaRoche in this series with his 4 for 4 last night, 5 out of 8. He's hit 3 homers, driven in 3. He's putting on quite a display here. Played against the Cubs a lot when he was with the Pirates. And he has another RBI. Number 88 for Adam LaRoche. The speed of Roger Bernardino helps the Nats take the lead.
You put a shift on, he's so hot he's beating the shift. It doesn't matter. Game moving real slow for Adam Cool right now. Sitting on that off speed, letting it get deep. Good extension. You see the shift? Right up the middle. Where's the stat, boys? My favorite one.
When the Nats score first.
61-17 when they score first this year. The best record in baseball.
Unreal.
There it is. Thanks. 782 good? Isn't it good?
Yeah. Michael Morris. Chance to keep the inning going. That's a fastball to the outside corner. Michael just 1 for 6 in this series, but he is 9 for his last 27. So with the hand bothering him, not driving the ball like he's capable of doing for distance, but he's such a good hitter, he's still getting his base hits. A lot of them going the other way. Keep in mind, Bryce Harper lined out hard in this inning. So 3 of the first 4 Nats have hit the ball right on the sweet spot. Harper just crushing one on a line drive that carried out to Dave Sapelt. Michael Morse against Volstad, 5 for 13 with an RBI. Volstad started 5 times against the Nats last year. As the Marlin had 3 no decisions and 2 losses. So there's not a whole lot of mystery here. Career record of 34 and 48. Cubs got him in the Carlos Zambrano deal. Pretty much straight up with a little cash involved. Adam LaRoche broke way off of first base. Volstad ignored him, and Adam thought about going to second base for a moment.
That was the ambush steal from LaRoche. Watch the jump. Too good. You get out there in no man's land and you say, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm in uncharted waters right now. What am I doing?
Yeah, that's where the sharks swim over there.
I was just thinking about that. Didn't take the shark long to insert himself into this game. And I am a big fan of the shark swimming in a circle. Starting at home and finishing at home.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Morse. Up the middle, well placed, and the Nats have another base hit. 3 hits in the first 5 batters. Last night they had 4 hits in the first inning plus a walk, and they're looking to put another crooked number on the board under that number 1 column. It'll be up to Desmond.
8 of the first 11 hitters last night for the Nationals had hits. And I think that's what Ian Desmond is telling Larry Vanover right there.
I don't know. He really amuses the home plate umpire with some kind of story there.
It's a good way to get you some calls.
Yeah.
How you doing? What's going on?
Did you hear the one about the hitter who stepped in with 2 on 2 out? Got a borderline call and then drove in a run? Ian in this series hasn't needed a whole lot of help. He's 4 for 9. 4 RBI game last night. He hits this ball high in the air to right. It'll play for Dave Sapelt. So the Nats put on another good early exhibition of hitting. They get a run on 3 hits to start off game 3 of this series. Three with hits, score a run, and now the second inning is presented by Luna. Call tonight for the Luna Double. Get your second room of flooring free at 877-241-LUNA. For the Cubs, Soriano, Castro, and Castillo. Gio first inning, 8 pitches, 6 strikes, 2 grounders, a strikeout. Alfonso Soriano, big night here last night. 2-run triple, 2-run homer in the series. He's 3 for 8.
Yeah, 265 with 8 home runs this year versus lefties.
Pardon me, the homer was a solo. He hit it opposite field as a leadoff man late in the game. And a 1-0 pitch. Some of the guys around the Cubs who cover them every day told me that Soriano is a good clubhouse guy for this ball club. Hard worker. One of the first guys there every day, putting up numbers. But at the same time, if the Cubs are going to take that next step in the next few years, and they're a ways away, they're going to have to get rid of a couple of the contracts that have saddled this team with very high free agency money. Carlos Zambrano, of course, is gone. Soriano still has a couple of years left on his deal. It's a good baseball man in Dale Swaim right there.
Gotta love a manager with tats, don't you?
2-2 pitch, way outside. I'll never forget the home run Dale Swaim hit on Easter Sunday in 1987 for the Milwaukee Brewers. A pinch hit homer in the bottom of the ninth to give them their 12th win in a row to start the season. They would go on to win 13 before they were finally beaten. And got to enjoy that one on the wrong end with the Texas Rangers at Old County Stadium that day. 3 balls and 2 strikes with Soriano. Gio challenged fastball upstairs, 95 to strike him out.
We talked about it in the first inning. This has been his out pitch lately, the elevated fastball with 2 strikes. When you think of Gio Gonzalez in the past, or maybe even early in this season, you think about that nasty curveball spiked in the dirt, but lately it's been the elevated heater at 95.
That'll bring in Starlin Castro, who against Gio, 3 for 4, a couple of RBIs. Nationals won opening day in Chicago 2-1 behind Strasburg, Clippard, and Brad Lidge, who got the save. And then after the day off on Friday, Gio pitched. The Nats won at 7-4. But Castro's 2 hits that day didn't drive in any runs. He did that when the Cubs played Oakland prior to this year. So Gio comes back to get him early in the count. 5 in a row to start the game. Discover Kia's full lineup of high-quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, visit kia.com. So look at this, FP. You get a hitter 2 strikes. Strasburg strikes him out 53% of the time. Gio 51%. Anything over 50 is amazing.
I'm looking at all 5 of those guys. They all have good out pitches, with the exception of R.A. Dickey. But I guess you could say he does too, because he throws a different knuckleball with 2 strikes. Throws it sometimes harder, sometimes softer, but he varies the speed with 2.
It's just amazing to me that somebody can strike out a major league hitter more than 50% of the time when you get 2 strikes on him. Because these guys know every trick in the book about fouling pitches off, taking emergency hacks, and you've still got the great stuff to throw it by them.
Well, that's why with all 5 of those guys you just showed, you see a lot of first pitch hacking, because you don't want to get to a 2-strike count.
Yeah, then it plays into their hands if they're trying to pitch deep into the game. Catcher Wellington Castillo, 2 for 7. Actually 1 walk and an RBI in the series. Eddie and Desmond takes care of that, and Gio Gonzalez is off to a super efficient start tonight. Register for a chance to win a VIP experience for two to a World Series game this year. Presented by Scott's, the official lawn care company of Major League Baseball. Nats 3 hits already. RBI by Adam LaRoche. Roger Bernardina, a stolen base. And take the Nats with you everywhere you go this season. While we're talking about that MLB thing, this is MLB.tv. When you're out of the market where we reside, every game live online on your connected device in HD quality. New low pricing available at this stage of the season. Check it out at nationals.com. Danny Espinosa is on a 6-game hitting streak. 10 for 22. And in this series, 4 for 7 with a walk. Espinosa and Suzuki, big-time presence at the bottom of this lineup. Danny will serve that one to the left side for Starlin Castro, who has to hurry to throw him out. Espinosa down the line in very good fashion.
He'll do that from time to time. He'll hold on to the baseball for a little bit longer than he should and show off the hose, but pretty good arm right there from Castro.
Kurt Suzuki doing a little housekeeping. Here's another guy who's suddenly hot. He's hit safely in 6 of his last 7 games, with both of his Nats homers and 5 of his 10 Washington RBIs. He's actually faced Volstad before. Like Gio, facing the Cubs with Oakland, and Suzuki 1 for 3 when they faced the Marlins years ago. In this series, 0 for 2 with a walk the other night. And got a night off, and Jesus Flores filled in beautifully. Counts 1-1. Long first inning for Volstad. 21 pitches, 13 strikes. Well hit the other way. Darwin Barney right there. Gio will bring his 6 hits, homer and 4 RBIs to the plate here.
Darwin Barney's gone 120 straight games without making an error. And that one had a tricky little hop at the end to it. What looked like a routine play was not that easy. And you saw the soft hands and tons of rosin in the glove of Darwin Barney. Did you see that?
Yeah. You know, it makes that streak impressive because FP over the long season, funny hops, bad bounces. I mean, wherever you go, something's going to happen to you. And that's pretty impressive. 2 errors all year.
Nickel beer night with the scorekeeper.
Castro's going to throw out Gio. So Volstad goes Gonzalez here and throws a 1-2-3 second. Gio right back to work.
And in my Wireless Wednesday conversation, I talked to Bryce Harper and asked him in his first major league season, in the midst of everything going on this season, coming in and day out, staying locked in and competing every day, if he's been able to take a step back and enjoy it all. And he said he's been able to maintain balance with the help of his teammates around him that keep him, as he put it, as mellow as possible, along with this advice.
Just try to play your game and do what you can do, and don't worry about what people think. I think going into this year, you're just trying to win every single game and trying to really do well for the team. And I think I try to put as much pressure as I can on myself to do well and do things that I can help this team to win. And sometimes I put a little too much pressure on myself, but things that I do.
And one of the biggest lessons Bryce told me he learned in his rookie season so far is control what you can control, play hard every day, hustle every day, which we've all seen. But, laugh when you can, have some fun, and enjoy being in this clubhouse, which is a great clubhouse, guys.
That it is, Christina. Visit AFCEA.org, the Association for IT Pros. They bring us the Sideline Report. Lessons learned at a young age, huh?
Yeah, I think one of the toughest lessons to learn as a rookie is it's not a popularity contest, especially for a 19-year-old that's had a lot of stuff said about him before he got here. And I think, do your thing, be yourself, and don't worry about what anybody else thinks about you. Play your game, play the way you're capable of. And the only people you care about their opinion is the 24 guys in that clubhouse, not the other team. You're there to beat them.
Bouncer to Desmond, low throw. Adam LaRoche can't pick it. And Ian Desmond on a routine play will get his 14th error of the year. This infield hardly ever makes a glove error. So that'll be the Cubs' first base runner.
Hey, got a high hop right there. Kind of rushed the throw a tad, didn't have his feet underneath him, and that ball had little hair on it. And that'd have been a tough play for Adam LaRoche because Desmond threw this thing almost as hard as he can. Tough in between hop, tried to stay soft with it. Leadoff man on here in the third for the Cubs.
Darwin Barney, the number 8 man, 0 for 6 with a walk in this series. He's 1 for 2 career against Gio, who looked like he was about to get his 5th ground ball out already. So he has 2 strikeouts to go with the previous 4. Nats have been adept at turning the double play lately. They don't turn as many as. But the timing of them lately has been impeccable. It's a fastball up.
You don't turn as many as other teams in the league because it's a staff where it's tough to steal first.
I've been, and we broadcast some ball clubs here in D.C. that almost led the league in double plays.
Yeah.
You don't want to lead the league in that department. There are too many guys on base.
Yeah, a lot of base runners.
And this is a power staff, too, that often doesn't throw ground balls. I mean, Lannon will when John comes back. Edwin gets his share. Detweiler gets his share.
Well, obviously, Gio Gonzalez didn't like this call.
Wow, it's right down the middle. The entire ball inside the window, ball 3. Larry Vanover, another one of these guys who is a former American League umpire. That one is high enough.
I don't care what league you umpired in, that was a strike.
No kidding. And he gets a fly ball out to center. Roger Bernardino right there. Routine out for the first one. Now the pitcher coming up, and Volstead is a good bunter. Well, you may have a chance, some of you, to collect all 3 bobbleheads this year. We've had Strasburg back in April, Morse in August, and now Saturday, Ryan Zimmerman. First 15,000 fans. You must enter through the center field gates on Saturday for the 105 game against the Marlins. It's presented by our friends at PNC Bank.
Got the leg kick going.
Yeah, we're looking at Ryan's bobblehead. He's nodding in agreement that he likes it. Left leg up off the ground, and that bat ready to uncoil.
Under Armour batting gloves, sweatband, nice.
Volstead has 26 career sacrifice bunts, 4 of them this year. Trying to get Josh Vitters to scoring position for Joe Mather, the leadoff man. And by the way, the bobblehead features Ryan in his red Nats jersey. Very cool looking, sweatbands, at least on the left arm.
I mean, it's right in between you and I right now, and if I didn't see him with my own eyes at third base, I would think he was sitting between us doing the game.
Very realistic.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, FP just said your bobblehead's scary. Gentleman Zim, we've called him at times over the years. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 out, and Gio will step off. Vitter's back to first. Volstad still squaring to bunt with 2 strikes. And a breaking ball will get him looking. And when you're 6'8", that's got to be a strike. Nissan on the pitch track, strikeout number 3.
Well, even though it's a 3rd inning, you got a runner on first, 1-run ball game as a pitcher. Your job to get him into scoring position. Good curveball by Gio Gonzalez right there to get Volstad looking.
Get to your local Nissan dealer. Special offers. Nissan, innovation that excites. Log on to choosenissan.com. Joe Mather bounced out to Zimmerman first time up. And that time, he gets the string pulled on him. 84. What a good changeup that was. First pitch. Second time around, starting to pull out a few tricks.
Good call by Suzuki, knowing that Mather's a first pitch fastball guy. Go with a changeup, make it look just like your heater. Good pitch.
Now you've really got the hitter guessing. Then he goes off speed with a breaking ball. Quickly 0-2. Gio's never beaten the Cubs. No decision with the Nats, a loss while with Oakland. Beaten just about everybody else. And trying to win tonight to tie R.A. Dickey at the top of the league with 18. David Price has 17 in the American League. Way outside. By the way, the Orioles are ahead again tonight, 2-1 at Toronto, while the Yankees are trailing at Tampa Bay. Baltimore and the Yankees tied for first. Wow.
Yeah, you're watching Masson, your first place network.
Quite a story. Yankees have lost 3 straight. Orioles have won 4. Tampa Bay's won 4. They're just a game and a half back. All of a sudden, it's a scrum at the top of that division. Breaking ball, and Mather did well just to get a whack at it and foul it off. Eight pitches first inning, just 11 in the second. A little longer here because of the error. He could have been in the dugout about 4 pitches ago. Trying to pitch around the base runner. And that ball driven to right. Bryce Harper at the edge of the track will pull it in. Gio Gonzalez 3 innings without giving up much of anything to the Cubs. Gonzalez, 3 shutout hitless innings. Adam LaRoche driving in Roger Bernardino, who used his speed to manufacture that run.
Yeah, first inning Shark attack, leading things off. Larry lead off with the day off. The Shark comes up and starts things up with a single. Infield single, smelling the head. That wasn't enough. He decided to steal his 15th base right here to get himself into scoring position. Barely got his foot in there, and then Adam Cool, with his 88th RBI of the year, scores Bernardino, and that's where we stand, 1-0.
Fastball outside to Roger, bottom of the third underway. So his batting average is now .305, and his on-pace percentage is at around .386. Having an amazing year. He's been with this organization longer than any other player. Bernardino signed with the Expos at the age of 17, 11 years ago, out of his native Curacao. .242 career hitter coming into this season, and he's just obliterating all of his career marks. Had a .243 batting average and a .301 on base percentage last year in 91 games. And we thought he did pretty well in part-time play because he did. 17 steals. And a threat to get on base here. By the way, the Rockies at Atlanta, haven't talked about that game yet. Bryce Harper on deck. No score in the third inning there. Rockies are throwing 24-year-old right-hander Alex White against Mike Minor this evening. Rockies are hitting, 2 outs, runner at second, top of the third.
You see what Chipper Jones tweeted last night after the game. He said, "Come on, Atlanta, the Ted was a morgue tonight. We need you in full force. We feed off you guys. No excuse for the loss." Just saying. Yeah,
there were 7 or 8 stadiums that had lower attendance last night than the Nationals did. Bernardino drills one to center. This ball carrying and gone. Straight away for his 4th of the year. 2-0 Washington.
What else can the guy do? And Chris Volstead, 7 career starts in D.C. against the Nats. He's allowed 6 home runs. That was his 7th right there to Roger Bernardino.
Roger's now 9 for 24 career against him. He has scored both Washington runs, and Davey Johnson plugs in whomever, and they keep doing the job. That's impressive. 22nd career home run for Bernardino. Bryce Harper, deep left center. See you later. It's 3-0.
Chris Volstead has hit 7 career starts in D.C. He's now allowed 8 home runs.
You may not be done, buddy.
Well, neither one of those was cheap by any means. There's Big Head Bryce. He's digging it. Helmet wouldn't stay on that thing either.
The next home run the Nationals hit will tie them for their entire season total from last year.
I mean, where do we start with the replays? We don't even have time to show Bernardino's home run, and Bryce Harper goes deep, back-to-back jacks. Check out Bernardino's 3-2 pitch. See where it was, right down the middle. Catches it right out front. Good extension, great balance. You see the helicopter one-hand finish? That created the backspin. For a straightaway center field home run from the Nats leadoff hitter. Then Bryce Harper backs it up with an opposite field job. And backside of the Cubbies bullpen. Let's check out Bryce's. How fun is this? I mean, this isn't a highlight package. It's the last 2 hitters. Volstead knew it. Did you see the head hang as soon as there was contact? Off the back of the bullpen. Home run number 16 for Bryce Harper. And Bryce's dad in town, and that's for him.
2-0 now to Zimmerman. And he gets a breaking ball on 2-0. So Bernardino homers on the 7th pitch of his at-bat. Harper the first of his AB. And the Nats lead 3-0. They've hit 153 home runs. And on this homestand, they are just dominating offensively. That's on the corner, and the count's even 2-2. So Volstad gives up his 9th and 10th of the year. Zimmerman up the middle with a base hit. Chris Volstad is not fooling anybody in the top half of this lineup. Your mission, our commitment. Visit agilitycorp.com. So most home runs, we update the list as Harper ties Ken Griffey Jr. Mel Ott, the great New York Giant, is next. And then, of course, Tony C., the great young Red Sox slugger. That'll be interesting if he gets up near 24.
Well, told me he wants to hit 20. That's a goal of his, and he's on his way.
Adam LaRoche singled up the middle on the line right where the umpire is sitting at the moment.
That's pretty cool. Dad Ron, Mom Sherry in town. A little point to him after you hit a big league home run. How cool is that?
Goes up first pitch swinging. This ball blasted to left. It's another one. It's 5. Count them. 5-0. Adam LaRoche, 4th home run of this series.
And 2 more RBIs. Takes him to 90 on the year. And his 28th home run. And let's check this out right here from pitching coach Chris Bosio. We'll see the home run first. Another opposite field job. Whenever anybody's going the other way, you know they're absolutely locked in. But for LaRoche right now, the feet are slow, the hands are quick. He's got the good extension. Little wrist flick at the end for another opposite field job.
I tell you, nobody's more tired of these home runs than the Cub bullpen.
Well, maybe
the last 2 have flown in there from left-handed batters.
Maybe the pitching coach, too, and we'll keep an eye on this first pitch to Michael Morse.
This is unreal what this ball club is doing on this homestand.
I mean, if you're going to leave pitches out over the plate, big league hitters are going to do their job, so I don't believe in ever drilling somebody because you give up a home run. They're just doing what they got here at 2 o'clock to try to do. But sometimes a pitching coach will say, hey, they're a little too comfortable. Let's see where this goes.
Morse gets jammed, and he flies it out to right for Dave Sapelt. Now the Nats have tied their home run total from all of last year when they hit 154. That was good for number 7 in the National League. And they've got their sights set on Milwaukee and Cincinnati, the other power hitting clubs in this league. So $200 times 3 donated to the Children's National Medical Center tonight for Nats home runs, and that's from our Washington area Lexus dealers. Desmond goes up and swings for the second time at the second pitch he's seen tonight. Flied out on the first pitch, back in the first. So Gio Gonzalez has a 5-run cushion at least when he takes the mound for the middle innings. Nobody throwing in the Cub bullpen yet. Okay. Is that a way to get your arm warm?
Yeah, apparently.
Smooth out those muscles or something. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Get some dough out there and make a pizza. Get that forearm stretched.
And Desmond takes a home run swing. Counts 2-2. By the way, looking at Adam LaRoche now, 28 home runs this year. He's at 192 in his career. He keeps this up, he might be flirting with 200 long before we thought he would. That's a little bit outside. Cubs thought they had strike three. Adams' career high 32. And Desmond strikes out, 2 down. That's Volstad's first K of the night. All right, now we look at the last 8 ball games, and the Nats are still scoring 7 runs a game, averaging 2.5 home runs per game. It's just crazy what this offense is doing. But FP, we talked about this for a couple of months. What would this team be like once everybody was back healthy? And the answer right now is coming at us with an exclamation point.
We talk about it all the time. Who do you pitch to? And everybody's locked in, seeing the ball big. Who do you throw it to?
Espinosa kills that ball to center. It's going to short hop the center field wall. And Danny checks in with a double. 4 extra base hits in this inning. And that gives Espinosa a 7-game hitting streak.
You get a lead, you see guys teeing off. It relaxes the whole lineup. That's how you keep the line moving. I mean, one guy hits, it seems like this whole team hits. And the last couple of nights have been amazing. The last week or so, after that 5-game losing streak, has been amazing.
Nobody throwing in the Cubs bullpen, but it's starting to look like a health club out there. Different guys stretching, moving around. Kurt Suzuki, the hitter, first base open. They're going to walk him and pitch to Gio here. That'll be Volstad's first walk of the night. So Gonzalez will step in. 2 on, 2 out. Gio has 4 RBIs this year. And the crowd is getting into this now for one of their suddenly favorite guys in this town this year. So as we hit the 8 o'clock hour, the first 54 minutes of this game have gone quite well for the Nats. 5 runs on 8 hits, 3 home runs in this inning. Gio hasn't given up anything to the Cubs. And it's all working for the Nats, 5-0.
You mentioned something like this last night, but can you imagine being a Brave and turning around and seeing 5 already? Chipper Jones looking at the scoreboard going, really?
Bottom of the 3rd in Atlanta. They have 2 runners on, 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. Scoreless game. Breaking ball, 0-2. He'll just reach out and bump that ball into the seats. Hey, if nothing else, make Volstad throw some more pitches. He is 2 short of 60 here in the 3rd inning.
Some kind of sweating out there, isn't he? Look at that.
Yeah.
Soaking wet.
At the start of this inning, the jersey was a darker color than the rest of the unis. 30 pitches this inning. That's high and tight. And he will pull the ball to short. Castro will go the long way. What an inning for the Nats. 9 batters, 3 homers, 5 hits, 4 of them for extra bases. What a show by Bernardina, Harper, and LaRoche. And the left-hander's going the other way. Roche, left-handed batters. I don't know, what, about an eighth of a mile of home runs in that inning? We'll see. But, you know, here on Masson, we try to answer the burning questions that you have. Number one, what would this lineup be when everybody came back? Number two, what is a messenger bag?
I got it right here. This is a messenger bag. First 15,000 tomorrow night. Sweet. Curly W. Open it up.
Wow.
Put whatever you want inside. Come to the game. So there it is, the messenger bag. We solved the mystery.
You look like a true diplomat with that.
The greatest unsolved mysteries in Nationals history is right here, right now. The messenger bag tomorrow night, and it's cool.
You know, if you wore that thing up on Capitol Hill, I don't know. They'd think you were somebody really important.
I like it. It looks good, right? First 15,000 mob. See, we already showed the Zimmerman bobblehead. So I'll take a messenger bag. I'm just going to wear it the rest of the game. Put my scorecard in it after I'm done. Take it to the house.
You know, it is Fan Appreciation Month at the ballpark, so all kind of great things for the fans. Gio Gonzalez starts off the top of the fourth, 91, and it's right in there to Dave Sapelt, who bounced out to Zimmerman, first time up. One base runner for the Cubs on an error so far. That breaking ball bounces. Braves did not score. They left those two men on base in the bottom of the third. 0-0. Rockies at Atlanta. Fourth inning coming up. That fastball whistles just outside. 2-1. Two on the foul ball down the right side. Anthony Rizzo and Alfonso Soriano. Top four. They tried to catch him with that breaking ball, but he missed low. Dave Sapelt, 25-year-old outfielder, former Cincinnati Red. And he'll hit one out to center. A ways to go for Bernardina, but he's there in plenty of time. And the outs keep on coming for Gio, averaging 12 pitches per inning early here. And this is just a reminder, as you enjoy a cold one, look forward to Miller Time. Later in the game, it's brought to you by Miller Lite.
Put a Miller in your messenger.
not while driving. Anthony Rizzo struck out swinging first time. Goes up hacking this time. 93 by him. Gio has serious low hit stuff tonight, and he's throwing strikes with all of his pitches. Target away now. See where he puts it. Right where Suzuki wanted it. Routine fly ball, Michael Morse. So a couple of outs through the air now. In fact, 3 in a row and 4 of the last 5. It's okay as long as they keep happening so quickly.
I was impressed with Edwin Jackson's outing after throwing 123 pitches the time before, and very impressed with Gio's stuff here tonight after the shutout and 119 pitches his last time out. Crisp, everything.
Soriano struck out swinging on a 3-2 pitch. A fastball up. That's 95 that he's late for. Target in. Wow. Here it is, buddy.
Here it is, hit it. Good fastball hitter. We showed the stats. 18 of his home runs on heaters. Well-placed 95 on the inner half by him.
And you don't have to throw Alfonso a strike to get it when it's 0-2. Tried to take him right up the ladder. Any hitter will have trouble with breaking balls in the dirt when way behind in the count. There's that wicked breaking ball, strikes him out. Tag, inning over. Top of the 4th, and something special going on with the Nats left-hander tonight.
Nationals are up 5-0, and we've talked about hitting being contagious, but this has been an absolute outbreak of offense from the Nationals lately. And I talked to Bryce Harper today about how it really speaks to the competitive nature of this team. No one wants to be the odd man out and not be the one to contribute to a win for the Nationals.
If one guy hits, everybody hits, and we all have that mentality of we don't want to be that only guy that doesn't get a hit. So when you're pinch hitting or something, you want to go up there and try to get that knock for the team. And it's always we play some close ones, so just try to get things going when you come off the bench, and really try to get that extra run or anything. So I think once somebody hits a homer, you try to hit a homer, and so on.
And Bryce told me with all the hits and home runs going on in last night's game, Ryan Zimmerman actually called his when he popped out the plate appearance before. He said, next time I'm going deep. And that is exactly what he did. Bryce said it was great. Everyone has fun inside this dugout. We're a laid-back team, and we just love to win.
Bernardina gets jammed, and the bottom of the 4th is underway. Caught by Darwin Barney. Roger retired for the first time tonight. Harper and Zimmerman next.
You talk about a young guy at the major league level for the first time. I think the thing that Bryce Harper will take away from this season is you're 19 years old, you're in the big leagues for the first time, and you've learned how to win at the highest level. And you know what it's like to be in a winning clubhouse around guys that know how to win, and that's something that you'll take through the rest of your career. I mean, 19 on a team that loses 100 games, but you're on a team that has a chance to win 100 and know what that's like.
And a lot of guys played their first season in the big leagues, and the main thing they want to take out of it is, I wasn't overmatched my first year in the big leagues. Well, Bryce has gone far beyond that.
Well, if you overmatch your first year in the big leagues, you're back in the minor leagues.
Yeah, just, you know, the knowledge that you can deal with major league pitching. And he mastered that pretty quickly. There's been a few bumps in the road. He's got the count here, 2-0, and he takes it up and away. And by the way, in that third inning, the 3 homers matched a club record for most homers in an inning. The Nats have done it now 6 times since showing up from Montreal in 05. 3-0. Bryce Harper's aboard for the second time. Second walk by Chris Volstad.
He just got a 3-0 changeup.
No score, by the way, still in Atlanta. Braves are batting, bottom of the 4th. But a matchup between Alex White of the Rockies and Mike Minor of Atlanta.
3-0 changeup to Bryce Harper. I mean, you talk about respect. Doesn't happen very often. It's a 5-0 game.
Ryan Zimmerman 1 for 2, single up the middle, hit hard right before the LaRoche homer last time. And Volstad with a good breaking ball for a strike. So Ryan now, in his streak, 13 for 42. Harper 13 out of 18 stealing this year. Target way inside and up. Harper back plenty of time for that snap throw by Castillo.
Ever since Chris Bosio went out to the mound, Volstad's changed his game plan. He probably said something like, you can let these guys swing like this off you all night long. You have to make them move their feet on the inner half.
That was funny. Rizzo's glove was stopped by the bag. He never did touch Bryce Harper.
Wellington Castillo setting up in.
Zimmerman back to the mound. And that'll turn it into a 1-4-3 double play. The Nats are gone in the 4th. So finally, a good inning for the Cub pitcher, like the second. In between, it's been rough. Tom coming on strong. And he was declared the winner.
Ooh.
Even though he and George got to the tape simultaneously. Father of our country going down, taking a nasty fall.
Goodness.
He went down as hard as a cherry tree right there.
Oh, date night at the ballpark. I love it.
Nice. Top of the 5th inning. Starlin Castro, Wellington Castillo, and then Josh Vitters for the Cubs. Castro bounced out to Espinosa first time.
Gio Gonzalez will let you know what he thinks about every single call all game, and he did not like that first ball call to start this inning off.
Yeah, for a pitcher who's been impeccable, Larry Vanover hasn't done him any favors here early. Castro will fly this one to right for Bryce Harper. So he's retired the leadoff man, 4 of 5 innings. Only time he didn't was because of an error. 2013 season tickets. Available now. Place a deposit on a full ticket plan for next year. If and when the Nats are in the playoffs, you'll receive postseason ticket priority for your purchase. Go to nationals.com/2013 or call 202-675-NATS. This offer's good until September 15th, 10 more days. Wellington Castillo, the catcher. Ground ball to Desmond first time. Fastball right in there. Gio, by the way, first 4 innings, just 48, actually 47 pitches. Just under that average of 12. Braves have a run in the bottom of the 4th as Brian McCann back in the lineup tonight. Grounded into a fielder's choice. And then an error, so the Braves lead it. And they still have a runner at second with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Chipper Favre scored on an error. 1-0 Braves.
And a 1-2 breaking ball low. Third baseman Josh Vitters, Cubs' only base runner tonight, reached on an error after grounding to Desmond. Ian made a low throw to LaRoche. And the breaking ball stays outside. Wow. He got him. He did get the call. I was about to say a wow on a walk, and Larry Vanover with a delayed call punches out Wellington Castillo. Strikeout number 5.
3-2 challenge, fastball in the inner half. The pitch track had it in, but he hit the spot right where Kurt Suzuki was setting up. Castillo didn't like the call. But Gio Gonzalez around the plate all night long is going to get the borderline pitches, especially as this game moves on.
Yeah, it's about the time of the game when the pitcher deserves the spots he's hitting. And that will further encourage guys to swing early in the count if they see anything that's a strike. Two and 0. So Gio right now at 57 pitches with 2 outs in the 5th inning.
36 strikes, 21 balls.
Might have been ball 3. Vitters swinging and fouling. So the Braves settled for 1 in the 4th and have the lead over Colorado. Back up the middle. Desmond right near the bag. And the flip to LaRoche. And Gio has done it again. Another 1-2-3 inning. He's done that 4 out of 5 times tonight. High fives all over the place the way this offense is going. With the bottom of the 5th rolling around, Adam LaRoche will lead off. 2 for 2 RBI single, 2-run homer. And in this series, he's 7 for 10 with 4 home runs and 6 RBIs. And you are looking at a leading candidate for National League Player of the Week.
Definitely in the mix for National League MVP if he keeps this pace up the rest of the year. I mean, he's a guy that when he gets locked in, he's white hot. And everything's off the barrel. Hitting the ball to all fields. Been consistent all year long, but when he gets locked in, he gets this hot. Look out.
Adam LaRoche has now driven in 12 runs in his last 10 games. And even when he doesn't get all of one, it's going to fall in. He's now 8 of 11, tormenting the Cubs in this series.
Yeah, bat died a hero. A little broken bat job to left field for LaRoche to start up the 5th. I think when you start talking about the numbers for LaRoche and the MVP talk, he needs all the hits he can get. You get that average climbing up there to 280, 290 with 30 and 100. And you're talking about a first-place ball club, and now you got a pretty good case. A good case anyways, but that average climbs north. Gets close to 300. I think he'll get some votes, a lot of votes.
Adam LaRoche now has hits in 7 consecutive at-bats. And then you mix in a walk. So he's been on base 8 plate appearances in a row in games 2 and 3 of this series.
It's a good weekend softball tourney. The first round of the winner's bracket, 7 for 7. Except for this is the big leagues.
Michael Morse 1 for 2, base it up the middle, fly ball to right. The Nats have 9 hits already, and somebody, maybe Dale Swaim, has been ejected by Larry Vanover. Ball 1 had been called on Michael Morse. Vanover looked to the Cubs dugout, and someone got ejected. Don't know if it was Swaim or if he's trying to protect one of his guys here.
That's just a lot of frustration right there from the Cubs manager. And Sure, it had something to do with the strike 3 call to Wellington Castillo. You're going to give them that pitch, and you're going to not call that for us. Somebody said it. Somebody got thrown out. The manager's going to.
So 1 ball and no strikes to Michael Morse. Breaking ball outside, 2-0.
Let's check out the first pitch to Michael Morse and see what maybe Dale Swain was talking about on the bench. Yeah, on the bench, you can't see in or out. You can see up or down, so maybe he thought that ball had good height, but it was clearly off the plate inside.
And Morse will take one outside, 3-0. Taking all the way, a 4-pitch walk, 2 on, nobody out. It'll be Chris Volstad's 3rd walk of the night. Got a double play after the most recent one, Harper last inning. And he will face the aggressive Ian Desmond here. PNC Bank, for the achiever in you, solutions that help you achieve your financial goals. They're in the 6th inning. The Hagerstown Suns are in Game 1 of the South Atlantic League playoffs, and Greensboro has them on the short end of a 3-0 score. Desmond just fouled down the 3rd baseline, so he has first pitch been aggressive all 3 times tonight.
You know, I like the fact that Dale Swain just got thrown out of this game. You want your manager to stand up for his players, regardless of who you're playing in their record, regardless of your own record. And maybe there's some guys standing on defense right now that are thinking, hey, if my manager's that fired up, maybe I should have a little more energy in this ball game. So you'd love to see a guy stand up for his guys, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a little frustrated.
Yep.
Number 1, for the season you have, but number 2, maybe the last couple of nights. Sending a message to the rest of his players that, hey, look, this is the big leagues, and, you know, we might not be getting the calls, but I'm fired up, and maybe you should be as fired up as I am.
That's a good baseball man there.
It is. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Longtime coach, waiting and waiting for a shot at a manager's job, and he hasn't been dealt a full deck of cards compared to some other managers.
And he's probably tired of seeing balls go over the fence and nobody's feet moving in the batter's box. He's probably tired of losing, and it gets frustrating. It doesn't matter if you're out of it or not. You know, when you're 51-84, you take every game like it's the last game you'll ever manage, and you should take it like it's the last game you'll ever play as a player, because you know what? It might be. There's a lot of guys getting opportunity on the Chicago Cubs team at the highest level right now, and they have a very good chance to take advantage to show their manager, their general manager, and everybody in the front office that they can be a part of this team as they move forward in 2013.
Two to Desmond. Volstad's retired him twice. That's going to be a fastball that is going to punch him out. Larry Vanover going Tim McClelland on a couple of calls here and making us wait, but a good pitch, strikeout number 2. So another one with the Cubs. Tomorrow night, the Nats will send Jordan Zimmerman out against Justin Hermano. The Nats actually faced Hermano 5 years ago when he was a San Diego Padre. Then the Marlins are in for the weekend, and the Nats will embark on a trip to New York, 3 in New York, a day off, and then 3 in Atlanta next week. Danny Espinosa 1 for 2 with a double, drilled one over the head of Joe Mather in center field last time. That's going to be up and in.
And somewhere a TV just broke in the Cubs clubhouse.
Oh, because they got a call?
No, because they get that call,
oh,
and the manager's watching on TV.
Well, that was a pretty good pitch. Volstad threw to Desmond. I don't remember Larry Vanover being so deliberate on strike 3 calls as he's been a couple of times tonight. So we'll stay patient with him. He's considered a very good umpire. 20th year in the big leagues. They'll refire the signs here with LaRoche looking in from second base. No activity in the Cubs bullpen. They could be hitting for Volstad due to bat second in the 6th. Espinosa with a chopper right side. And Volstad gets to the bag. Gets it from Rizzo. Runners move up to second and third. 2 outs. And a reminder, Resident Evil Retribution in 3D. It's in theaters September 14th.
Whoa. Gotta walk Suzuki again, don't you?
Well, if you did it in the 3rd, why wouldn't you do it here? We'll see if Wellington Castillo remains standing, throws out the right arm. Yeah, somebody's saying 4 from the dugout. Probably Jamie Quirk. Bases loaded when Gio comes up with 2 outs here. There's another good baseball man, Jamie Quirk. To his left, pitching coach Chris Bosio.
Or as Chris Berman used to call him, Jamie Minute Quirk.
So the Nats will send at least 6 men up in this inning. They sent up 6 in the 1st, 9 in the 3rd. And Gio, who's grounded out to short twice, will have another shot here. There's Tyler Clippard, the only pitcher in franchise history now with at least 150 innings pitched, and an opponent's batting average under 200. In fact, way under 200 at 184.
See, this is the standing O I was looking for Gio Gonzalez last game in his 4th at bat. Tonight he gets on their feet in appreciation of the effort so far by their left-hander.
Yeah, they love the way he's pitching. Now they'd love him to make it a really neat night with an RBI or 2.
And just for the record, I am digging the "Let's Go Gio" chant.
Well, a name like that is made for a chant like that, and it's ball 2. It is caught by Starlin Castro. Gio just didn't hit it hard enough to get it through. The Nats will strand 3. They've left 7 tonight, and he tried to make it 7-0. USA.com. And by Bacardi Oak Heart. From the heart of charred oak barrels, the smoothest spiced rum has arrived. Bacardi Oak Heart. Along the banks of the Anacostia, something brewing tonight with Gio Gonzalez and the Nats. Trying to handle the Cubs for the third consecutive game of this series. 59 pitches, 38 strikes through 5.
It's been about the fastball. The curveball's been good for Gio Gonzalez tonight, but like always, establish that fastball in the zone. Get guys cheating to get to a 95 that might play like 97, 98. Drop the curveball on them once they cheat to get to that fastball. A couple of first pitch changeups that have been successful. And the only base runner tonight for the Cubs has been Josh Vitters, who reached on an Ian Desmond error.
Empty Cubs box, nobody with a base hit yet. Barney Campana, Tony Campana will hit for Chris Volstad. And then the top of the order, Joe Mather. Well hit, base hit. Barney jumping on the first pitch of the 6th inning. And the Cubs have their first of the night.
He had no-hit stuff tonight. I thought he was going to do it. That's simple.
Tony Campana as a pinch hitter, 6 for 16 with an RBI. Bunts it in the air. Easy out. I hope he was bunting for a base hit down by 5.
He was. That's part of his game. He's a burner, trying to get on and get something going.
Top of the order coming up with Joe Mather. That's one instance where you're not going to drop the bunt and then throw to second because you don't want a guy as fast as Campana on the bases. So Mather is grounded to Zimmerman, fly to right.
You know, a no-hitter would have been cool to see, obviously, and with this staff, you're just waiting for it. Every single night we get up here, we're thinking this could be the night you call a no-hitter. This could be the night you see one. But when you talk about Gio Gonzalez throwing 119 pitches and going complete game his last time out for the shutout, you start getting into that no-hit thing, and now he's up to 120, 125 because you have to leave him in there because he has a no-hitter. And as much as you want to see it, the fact that Darwin Barney got a hit is a good thing for Gio Gonzalez as he's goes into September to pitch some really big games for this club.
Yeah,
especially after you shut down Steven Strasburg.
And different pitches, different circumstances, but that sure didn't do Johan Santana any good, did it, this year?
No. I mean, that's a guy coming off 14 anchors in his left shoulder, but
he does not need to be out there for an outing like that, but you have to do it. You got to leave him out there. So the Nats get Volstad out of the game. 5 runs, 9 hits in 5 innings. That's a great breaking ball that broke right in on the hands of the right-handed hitter. Got him on a curve down in the dirt. Second out of the inning, Gio's 6th K of the night.
80-mile-an-hour curveball, back knee job. Look at the spin on that thing. Spin it up there, Gio.
6 strikeouts, $37 times 6 to the Children's Inn at the National Institutes of Health, where children receive great medical treatment with their families at their sides. And that money is thanks to the generosity of the Washington area Toyota dealers. Here's Dave Sipelt, ground ball to third, fly ball to center. Good tailing fastball to the outside corner. Throwing that breaking ball for strikes. 1-2.
Let's start that one in the left-handed batter's box. Bring it back for a strike. You can do a couple of things here. You go fastball in off of that, or you can start a curveball down the middle. Just like the one he just threw to Mather for strike 3.
Goes breaking ball, another strikeout. 7 Ks in 6 innings. You're watching mastery by Gio tonight, and some good hitters coming up. 5-0 Washington. Who but W.B. Mason? It's domination by Gio right now. Through 6, 1 hit, 7 strikeouts. And the Nats doing all the hitting they've needed so far. It'll be a full box score again tonight. Adam LaRoche has been amazing in this series. Roger Bernardina, impressive. Spellingworth in the leadoff spot tonight. And, of course, Bernardina, Harper, and LaRoche tying a team record with 3 home runs in the 3rd inning. Michael Bowden will be the Cubs pitcher. We saw him in the 8th inning. On Monday afternoon, he flew out Tyler Moore and popped up Ian Desmond. And he'll take over after Volstad went 5, giving up 9 hits, 5 runs.
How about the night for the Shark? Leading this thing off with an infield single. Then he says, I'll do better than that my second time up. Watch this. Straightaway center off a little mini ambulance out there. For his 4th home run of the year. And check out the bench with the Shark sign. How about that? I sat in the stand Saturday for that Fox game, and every time Bernardina came up, you look around the stadium, all the fans are doing it. I mean, it's a pretty cool sight to see everybody in the ballpark doing the Shark when Bernardina comes to the plate. It's good stuff.
The batting average up to .307 now. On base percentage flirting with .390. And Bowden misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 25-year-old right-hander. Previously with Boston. And the Nats into the Cubs bullpen relatively early tonight. Not as early as last night, but they beat Samardzija. Jeff pitched a good game here on Monday. But you got the feeling once the Nats beat the Cubs' best pitcher, they had a shot at big things in this series. That's Starlin Castro way out into center field with that grab.
Check out Bryce Harper's 3rd inning home run, opposite field job. And so much pop the other way. Right-handed pole hitter pop. The opposite field lets it get deep off the backside of the bullpen. His 16th home run of the year.
So Harper 1 for 2. RBI number 46 plus a walk tonight. Bryce Harper has 46 RBIs and 46 walks. And there goes one to right. See you later. It's a line drive into the upper deck. 17 for the kid.
He said his goal on the year was to hit 20. He might do it tonight. Unbelievable. Upper tank job on the line.
4 for the Nats tonight. And now they've hit as many homers as they hit all of 2011.
If you came to the ballpark tonight, you saw Gio Gonzalez flirt with a no-hitter. And you saw Bryce Harper hit 2 home runs. Like I say, you just want to be here because you never know what you're going to miss.
Yeah, and that's if you go home in the 6th inning. Stay for a while. Who knows?
Another ball up, another ball close to him. I mean, look how still he is, how balanced, head's not moving. Catching it out in front and a missile in the upper deck. I mean, it's all you can do is laugh. How good is he?
Zimmerman 1 for 3 tonight. And a breaking ball outside, 1-1. Braves still lead 6th inning at home against Colorado. 1-0. The Nats 6 on top here. And Bryce Harper now has 9 of his 17 here at home. So he's no slouch on the road either. Target up and in. Not where the catcher asked for it, but he got a swinging strike.
And Bryce off the bench last night with a double down the left field corner. You knew that was a good sign.
So extra base hits in 3 of his last 4 official ABs.
We might have to keep Ron and Sherry, his parents, in town a little bit longer. Like the rest of the year.
I was going to say, if they had to have a Saturday night stay to get a good airfare, maybe they'll be here till Sunday.
I'm sure Nats fans would chip in to keep him here the rest of the season. Why not?
That's awesome. Ballpark still buzzing. 2-2 to Ryan. And he will strike out on a good fastball away. 2 down. All that does is get LaRoche to the plate here. And he's 3 for 3 with base hits in 7 consecutive at-bats.
I tell that story about Bryce sat down on the plane the other night, looked at me and said, pass the Mick tonight. Well, tonight he passes Ken Griffey Jr. I mean, these are some serious names and some serious stuff. And I told you he would have a say in Rookie of the Year by the time this season ends, and he's on his way.
Strike to LaRoche, who's 8 for 11 in this series with 6 RBIs, 4 home runs. He's had a good week the last 2 nights. Target up and in. 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to a locked-in LaRoche. Base hit up the middle, home run left center. Blue pit left center last time. Way upstairs. 2-2.
You can go in. You start going up around the coconut. That'll get everybody's attention on the Nats bench. And I think the Cubs pitchers probably should go in at this point, but not up and in. You go around the head.
Right.
That's arguably the most valuable player for the Nationals this year. And I'll get some ears perked up in the first base dugout.
And LaRoche will take that one outside. 85 on the changeup, 3-2. Now he's on base. 9 plate appearances in a row with 2 outs here in the 6th. And by the way, just a footnote while we're talking home runs here. The Nats, as I mentioned, have equaled last year's total already. The team record since coming to Washington, 164 at spacious RFK Stadium in 06. Alfonso Soriano hit 46 of those. So the Nats are only 10 away from tying the team record. Michael Morse is 1 for 2 with a walk tonight. Fastball up. Michael, pretty good extension right there to foul that pitch off slightly to the right. Braves just went out in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 1-0 over the Rockies heading into the 7th inning at Turner Field. Perfect pitch, high in the zone, outside corner. Michael Bowden acquired for former Nat Marlon Byrd from Boston, April 21st. And a target away on 1-2, and Michael Morse will reach it to spoil it. Ian Desmond next if the inning continues. And they tried to go inside on Michael, able to foul it off. These guys are grinding out great at bats.
There's a lot of guys seeing it big right now throughout the order. Jason Worth, who's got the night off, seeing it big. Bryce Harper seeing it big. Ryan Zimmerman, LaRoche, Morse, Desmond, Espinoza, pretty much everybody. Flores with a big night last night. Suzuki's been swinging it well. Goon Squad getting in the mix. Chad Tracy with 2 in a spot start the other day. Lombardozzi swinging it well. I mean, you name it. Game moving slow for a lot of Nationals hitters right now, and that's a good thing.
One ball and 2 strikes. Harper is homered in this inning. been a while. LaRoche a walk with 2 outs. Bowden working slowly, facing Morse. Michael waging quite a battle as he fouls off another.
The thing that impresses me about this ball club from an offensive standpoint right now, and I think Adam LaRoche talked about it a little bit after the game with Christina last night, is how they just grind out at-bats and nobody gives at-bats away. And there's a tendency as a hitter late in the season when you've had a lot of plate appearances and your numbers are stabilized, they kind of are what they are, to, you know, maybe not concentrate as much on certain at-bats when the game is in hand, so to speak. But every single night, every single at-bat, you see hitter after hitter with a good approach, not giving any ABs away. And trust me, it's hard to concentrate this late in the season, even when you're in a pennant race. But it's been impressive, hitter after hitter, putting up a good fight regardless.
Morse, quite a battle here.
Pro at-bat after pro at-bat.
Nationals dominating the time of possession clock when it comes to them standing in the batter's box. One guy standing, one guy on deck, usually 1 or 2 on base. And the Cubs doing all the standing around on defense here. Some long innings for Chicago in this series. Target in. They've tried everything. Hits it hard. What a pick by Josh Vitters. Outstanding play. And it takes defense like that to take hits away from the Nats. Nobody could catch this one. Not even anybody in the upper deck. Slammed off his seat, came back onto the field. And for Bryce, number 17, 2 tonight. Nothing. Gio and Kia back to work. Discover Kia's full lineup, high quality, stylish, and dependable vehicles. To learn more, visit kia.com. And the opponent's batting average, which started the night at .212, is on its way down again. Just a little bit off the plate to Anthony Rizzo, top of the 7th. He has struck out, fly to left. Blake Parker now for the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs 1 for 20 tonight. I'm no math major, but yeah.
That's an 050 batting average.
That should make your average go down. Your average against.
And Gio's pitch count very fresh. Only 69 pitches in 6 innings. Throws the front door breaking ball that stays inside. Rockies threatening, but now 2 outs in the top of the 7th. They have a runner at second base. They have been 1 hit by Mike Minor so far tonight.
Yeah, Pacheco just got the first hit of the night for the Rockies to lead off the 7th. Minor with a no-hitter through 6.
How about that? Got to second with 1 out. He's still there with 2. And Gio goes upstairs with a fastball, filling the count. He's retired 12 of the last 13 since the error back in the 3rd.
Gio's done a nice job tonight of a lot of things, but he has had some calls not go his way, and we've seen that distract him a few times this year tonight. Just pulling his hat down, getting right back on the mound, and getting back in that strike zone.
Yeah, and we remember that bugging him at Wrigley Field in his first start of the year as a net. Stanley was the home plate umpire that day, and Gio lasted only 3 2/3. Gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, but Stammen, Matthews, Clippard, and Henry Rodriguez shut down the Cubs the rest of the way. The Nats came from behind and won it 7-4. That's going to be on the corner. Strikeout number 8. Rizzo gave up on it, and Gonzalez continues his pinpoint pitching.
Give Kurt Suzuki some credit, too. Watch where he's setting up. This is a battery that's worked together for a long time. They know each other. Almost like a good double play combination. Suzuki knows how far he can go out, how far he can set up in. And Gio Gonzalez doing a nice job of hitting that target once again.
Alfonso Soriano has struck out twice tonight, so he's up there hacking. And Bryce Harper takes the first pitch line drive. And this game is 1 out away from the 7th inning stretch. Well, Gio Gonzalez, 202 last year with the A's, 200 2/3 the year before that. Well on his way here. So Pete, this is his 27th start of the year. Pitchers who go wire to wire these days usually get about 33 starts. So if he can win one tonight, he's got a chance to reach that 20-win plateau and go beyond the way he's throwing.
And he's going to experience something that he never has before this season. That's a big adrenaline rush late in the season, pitching in some huge baseball games.
Yep. You know, just because you have 18, if he gets it on September 5th, guarantees nothing with the kind of clubs the Nats will be playing. They still got some left with the Phillies. Dodgers are coming in here, at St. Louis, at Atlanta. But 18 wins on September 5th, trying to tie R.A. Dickey, who did it for the Mets at St. Louis today.
Well, it goes back to the MVP thing I was talking about the other night. Very easy to put up numbers when you're not in a pennant race, because, you know, you're playing for yourself in a very relaxed environment. When you're playing in a pennant race, you're doing things to help your team win, sacrificing at-bats, maybe to move runners and do some things to help win a ball game that maybe you normally wouldn't do if you're playing to pad your numbers. High stress environment, like I talked about last night. You're in a pennant race. You're waking up in your hotel room in your apartment, and you start thinking about the baseball game from the moment you're awake. And you got the nerves going all day long. You can't wait to get to the ballpark. You're playing under some pressure in a pennant race that maybe some other guys around the league aren't. And I think the same holds true for a pitcher.
Well, the Nats knew they were getting an outstanding young pitcher. Now, I'm not sure any of us envisioned how good he would be. 3-2 now. Take a guy like that, put him on the right ball club. The sky is the limit. 2 weeks from today, his 27th birthday. And here's a 3-2 pitch. He's gone to a bunch of 3-ball counts tonight, but he's just kept pumping strikes. So the Rockies did not score in the top of the 7th. 85 pitches with 2 outs in the 7th. That ball drilled. Espinosa got a piece of it. Safe sign was given by Bill Miller, meaning the ball hit the ground before Danny's glove. And so that'll be hit number 2 for the Cubs.
Yeah, 3-2 challenge fastball, 95 miles an hour. Good piece of hitting by Starlin Castro. Leg kick, foot down early, catch it out front. Short, compact swing. And it sizzles a low line drive to the backhand side, and Espinosa can't come up with it. That would have been an unbelievable play had he done it.
And if Gio had a no-hitter going, still would have been a hit. Ball stung. Here's Castillo, the catcher. Ground ball to short and a strikeout. And that'll be out to left center. Castro can run. Nats will have to get it in quickly or he'll score. They're going to hold him. Pat Lishdash, the third base coach, putting the hands up. And the Cubs have 2 on, 2 out.
Castillo saying, I'm not waiting around for a 2-strike count again. I'm coming up hacking. Gets a fastball up out over the plate. Drills it in the gap. Good play by the Shark to cut that off, get it in quick to hold Castro at third.
And he threw his head back when Lishdash threw his arms up. Josh Vitters, the hitter. Ground ball to Desmond. Error made on that on a low throw back in the third. Then he hit a ball right past the mound for the last out of the 5th when Ian ranged up the middle and made a fine play. Craig Stammen now working. Steve McCaddy on his way to the mound. Detweiler went 7 Monday. Storen and Clippard an inning each. Edwin Jackson 5 2/3 last night. Garcia, major league debut, 1 out. Then Gorzolani, Matthews, and Michael Gonzalez an inning each. And so this bullpen is well rested, fresh, as Gio continues this pattern of solid starting pitching.
We're talking about what they're going to do to Vitters here. A couple of ground balls to shortstop tonight.
Evidently, McCaddy amused by the answer. That's 2 of the great characters on this team, Gonzalez and his pitching coach. Josh Vitters 0 for 6 in this series with a couple of walks. .93, a little bit low. Going with the heat here. 2-1.
This might be Gio's last hitter. McCaddy going over to the phone, talking to Davey Johnson. Randy Knorr looking down at the bullpen to see if Craig Stammen is loose.
Right-handed hitter Darwin Barney on deck. That'll be strike 2 on a foul ball. Now you'll really start hearing the "Let's Go Gio" from this crowd. Eager to see him walk off after 7 great innings. $21,244 paid tonight, and seeing quite a show. Swing and a miss. 9 strikeouts. The bat's making lots of noise. Gio Gonzalez dominant again tonight. Gio Gonzalez getting some love from his teammates in that dugout. 7 innings, no runs on 2 hits, didn't walk anybody, 3 hits actually, and 9 strikeouts. This call to the Cub bullpen packaged by the UPS store. We love logistics. Right-hander, 27-year-old Blake Parker will get the call. He pitched the 3rd inning last night, gave up no runs, a couple of hits.
That highlight reel in the music would have been dead on if Gio Gonzalez was in roller skates on the mound.
This is just an unprecedented season of pitching, unlike anything we've ever seen in D.C. before. Night after night, these guys amaze us. Jordan Zimmerman's turn tomorrow night, as the Nats might have a chance to sweep.
You could say DC, or you could say baseball. I mean, we talk about the staff that's been assembled here and what they've accomplished this year. Find me a better one.
Dodgers numbers just a little bit above the Nats, but Chad Billingsley's having some issues and has been pitching out of the bullpen lately. So
he's on the 60-day DL.
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be what he was again in maybe a long time. So here comes the bottom of the 7th. Desmond, Espinosa, and Suzuki against the right-hander Blake Parker.
Yeah, Parker, a 3-pitch guy. Fastball, slider, change. Fastball in the low 90s. Slider in the upper 70s. Change mid-80s.
And a breaking ball in there to Ian Desmond, who's 0 for 3 with a fly ball, a couple of strikeouts. Bottom of the 7th at Atlanta. Michael Bourne batting. They have a runner at 3rd and 1 out, leading 1-0. Breaking ball stayed up and in, 3-1. Danny Espinosa has extended his hitting streak to 7 games tonight. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Desmond high in the air, deep center. Mather going back, and that ball is gone. Ian Desmond joins the parade. And the Nationals have hit 5 home runs tonight.
You kidding me? 6 last night, 5 tonight, 11 home runs in their last 2 games and counting.
They're treating this ballpark like it's Wrigley with the wind blowing out. They've hit 12 in this series, counting the LaRoche homer on Labor Day.
21st home run of the season, and Ian Desmond, who takes everybody else's helmet off when they hit a homer, has to take his own off after his 21st tater.
Come on, somebody help the guy out.
Let's go.
He just hit one 410 to center field.
He takes your helmet off, you take his.
12 home runs in 3 games. Espinosa launches one to left center. Can you believe this?
I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. The 16th home run of the year for Espinosa, 18 stolen bases. He has a chance to be a 2020 guy. Wow.
13 homers in this series, 12 the last 2 nights, and the Nats have hit 22 in their last 8 games. Nobody out here in the 7th, and it's 8-0.
This is the second time tonight the Nats have gone back-to-back. Here's Ian Desmond, straightaway center field. Up on the fake grass, free game of golf.
These are middle infielders, folks. Unlike any other pair around. And that ball is creamed by Suzuki to left for a base hit.
Let's go back to Danny Espinosa's 16th home run of the year. Foot down early, big leg kick going the other way. How about the opposite field power showed by the Nationals tonight?
You know, left-handed hitters just don't usually hit them into the red seats.
LaRoche the other way, Harper the other way, Espinosa the other way, Bernardina straight away. And Harper messed around and pulled one.
Here's Chad Tracy batting for Gio Gonzalez. So the Nats 13 more hits tonight.
We got to check on the most home runs in 2 games in back-to-back nights, don't we?
I don't think they've ever done this.
No, anybody.
Yeah. 21 runs in this series on 42 hits. If my weak sense of math serves me right. Somebody go check the 27 Yankees to see if they ever hit 6 and 6.
27 Yankees are in their first base dugout.
Two and 0 to Tracy. Good breaking ball from Blake Parker.
I went up to Rick Eckstein today around the cage. I said, you were the best hitting coach in the big leagues last night. He said, what was I in April? I said, the worst hitting coach in the big leagues. And we all laughed. Obviously being sarcastic, but it's just nice. No one can tell you more than Rick. He works as hard as anybody to see his team hitting and healthy. See his hitters going up there and taking some hacks. It doesn't matter who it is. And Carp, we talk about hitting being contagious. These guys are swinging from their heels. I mean, this is the way every hitter approaches it all season long for this club. They don't get cheated. You could say that's the Davey Johnson influence, and I would have to agree with you. He's got guys that maybe used to think about going the other way, going up there early in the count, looking to do damage and to pull the baseball with authority.
Yeah, it's one of the things Davey said in spring training, and really even last year. He said, I'm looking at this lineup, and we've got guys that should be driving the ball on the pull side.
They get you a pitch, let it fly, and that's what Davey did his whole career.
Then if they pitch you away like they do LaRoche and Harper, you do your damage to left center. I mean, it's the 7th inning, and the Nats have 6 more home runs tonight. Tracy with a fly ball that'll get out of play. Braves did not score in the bottom of the 7th, so the Rockies are still hanging in there. 1-0. They've been 1 hit through 7 in Atlanta, but they're right in the game. Tracy will take a walk. Another good pinch hitting appearance for Chad. 2 on, nobody out.
Captain Gooner taking what they give him.
Chad Tracy, not an easy guy to walk. 7th walk in 71 official at-bats this year, but he's just been so great as a pinch hitter. Nobody's going to give him anything fat to hit. And now Alberto Cabrera for the Cubs, as Blake Parker has not retired a batter. Man, you're a young guy coming up from the minor leagues. You're trying to make a major league impression, and you've got to pitch in Washington this year. That's not helping the resume. Bernardina 2 for 4, single homer, stolen base, 2 runs. And that ball is scorched to right at Dave Sapelt. Good base running play. Suzuki got back to second to tag. Even the outs are very loud. Harper next.
Well, we talked about it last time. Bryce Harper had 2 home runs. No teenager has ever hit 3 home runs in a major league game. The last guy to do it was Al Kaline when he was 20 with the Detroit Tigers. That was the youngest guy ever to hit 3 in 1 game.
Harper walking. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Only out he made was a line drive at the right fielder, just like the one Bernardina hit. Bryce sees the breaking ball, wasn't biting.
And we talked about that, and he's aware of that record, so I don't think he's going to get cheated right here in a 1-0 count. Changeup.
Yep, he got a changeup on 3-0 at the time he walked. As they throw the kitchen sink at him here, he's showing great patience at the plate.
See, this is a tough spot to go 3-0 green light. You're up 8-0. You don't want to show anybody up, but you got slider, changeup, slider to get to 3-0. Let's see if this is a 3-0 fastball and see if he's swinging. Slider after the last time up.
And Harper takes what the game gives him, and that's a walk to load the bases.
I should say his at-bat in the fourth. He got a 3-0 changeup that time. Didn't see a fastball. Got a 3-0 slider.
Jamie Quirk's going to make a pitching change here and a double switch. So a rough 1/3 of an inning for Blake Parker with 3 hits, 2 walks, and the Nats are just all over the Cubs here. To you by Dodge. Go to Dodge.com or visit your local Dodge dealer this week. And by Burger King. Come play family food, where every game piece has a prize. Mr. Lincoln is very pleased with what he's seeing from his chair tonight.
Well, he's probably been hit with a couple of home runs sitting in that chair.
That would be a mighty blast indeed.
And just like we promised earlier in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lights. Let's check out Big Bad Bryce with a couple taters tonight. That was the first one in the third inning, second at-bat. Remember his first at-bat, he lined out hard to right field. So second at-bat, home run over the bullpen. He walked his third at-bat, fourth time up. Pull side homer, a laser beam into the upper tank. Pointing to the parents in town. And we're going to keep them here.
Luis Valbuena on the double switch will bat ninth and play third base. 23-year-old right-hander Alberto Cabrera will make another appearance. He pitched the 7th inning last night. He gave up a double to Harper, pinch hitting, and then an RBI hit to Jason Worth. He'll face Zimmerman here. Bases loaded, 1 out, and then Adam LaRoche. Alberto in no hurry to get in from the bullpen, by the way, still throwing his warm-up tosses. That appears to be number 8. Ryan Zimmerman is 1 for 4 tonight with a base hit up the middle, a run scored. In the series, Zimmerman 3 for 13, a homer, 2 RBIs. Rockies have a rally going in the top of the 8th inning at Atlanta. They have runners at first and third, 1 out, with Carlos Gonzalez hitting in a game they trail 1-0. 2-0. Suzuki singled after the 2 home runs by Desmond and Espinosa. Tracy pinch hitting, walked. After Bernardino lined out hard, Harper walked. Bryce on base 4 times in a row. That bounces, ball 3.
And Drew's mom has been tweeting tonight that she's had the whole series blacked out wherever she's at. You know what that means? She can't watch a game the rest of the year.
Oh, don't tell her that. She's one of our moms.
She's not. It's blacked out. She can't hear me.
By the way, Carlos Gonzalez just struck out swinging. So the Rockies need a 2-out hit or something weird to happen to tie that game in Atlanta. Jordan Pacheco is batting against Eric O'Flaherty.
And Pacheco's the guy that broke up Minor's no-hitter in the 7th.
3-0 to Zimmerman. And that will make it 9-0. Ryan Zimmerman, 73rd RBI. And counting a couple of intentional walks, the Nats have now received 8 bases on balls tonight to go with the already abundant offense. Mark DeRosa will run for Ryan Zimmerman. Remains to be seen whether DeRosa will be allowed to go to third base tonight. Defensive.
No, that's a straight up job. He's going to play third.
Okay, good.
Good night for Ryan Zimmerman.
The last time Adam LaRoche was not on base after an at-bat was at about 3:30 in the afternoon on Monday. Perfect last night, 4 for 4 with a walk. Perfect tonight, 3 for 3 with a walk.
And this is where, with 28 home runs, 90 RBIs, you got to eat if you're Adam LaRoche. He's a little fine line. He's thrown 5 in a row, not one of them near. Do you bet on a strike right here, or do you take a strike and make him get in the strike zone? But in a 9-0 game, seeing the ball as big as he is, he's looking for one pitch in one spot to drive in some more and add to his total.
And Cabrera not locating at all here so far. Adam was pumping on a 1-0 count. Rusty Staub and Nick Johnson tied for the franchise record 10 times in a row on base.
And Nick got hit all 10 times.
I'd say he could hack when he was healthy. What a good hitter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Out of play, left side. By the way, Craig Kimbrell is in that Atlanta game in the 8th inning, pitching against Jordan Pacheco. Freddie Gonzalez knowing he's got to win every time he's got a chance. Braves, by the way, virtual tie with St. Louis in the wild card, a game and a half up on the Dodgers. And LaRoche on that off-speed pitch, still getting a piece of it. Another long inning with the Nats batting. This is their 8th man up. Crooked numbers all over the scoreboard tonight. And that'll even the count, 2-2. Third base, Tracy. Second base, Harper. First base, DeRosa running for Zimmerman. And they all walked. Adam LaRoche continues to battle out of play left side.
You see, this is to my point about not giving any at-bats away regardless of the score. And grinding them out. Making them all count. Another battle here from LaRoche.
On a breaking ball in the dirt, Adam LaRoche strikes out. 2 down, Michael Morse coming up. Dirks Bentley getting closer and closer. September 22nd, 105 game that day against the Brewers for the Nats in a free post-game concert. Some of the tickets start as low as $10. Go to nationals.com/concerts. Jordan Pacheco just struck out swinging against Craig Kimbrell. Rockies left runners at second and third. That ball game going to the bottom of the 8th. Morris 1 for 3 with a walk. Castillo had to go backhand to grab that. One ball, one strike. And Morris saw a pitch up and in, off speed at 82.
He saw it up, his eyes lit up. It didn't break. It backed up. He was swinging to where he thought that slider was going to end up, and just kind of spun and went toward him instead of away.
And that'll do it. Inning over. Well, Craig Stammen has been warming up for about 45 minutes. Ian Desmond goes deep in this inning to start things off. Danny Espinosa, same part of the ballpark. Then another run on a bases-loaded walk. The Nats are dominating Chicago 9-0. Choose Cox high-speed internet at Cox.com. Almost hard to figure out where to start, so how about a big night for Harper with 2 homers? Adam LaRoche amazing again tonight. And then Gio Gonzalez on 93 pitches, 7 shutout, 3-hit innings.
Yeah, flip a coin. We could start anywhere, but let's start with Gio Gonzalez going for his 18th win of the year. Came out pounding the strike zone, 70% fastball tonight. That's been the story all year. And we said, last year in Oakland, he was only throwing that fastball 60% of the time. So tons of confidence in that pitch. And the curveball, you see it. That was the backyard wiffle ball job. And there's another one. Put all the holes on one side, spin it as hard as you can. And just another solid outing. Puts himself right in the middle of the Cy Young conversation with the last couple of outings.
Corey Brown will get a little playing time in left field here. Mark DeRosa stays in to play third. Chad Tracy at first. And Craig Stammen, who had shorter warm-ups when he was a starter, finally gets to come into the game.
He's ready.
He's been out there throwing forever.
A 2-seam fastball, slider curve from Stammen. 50th game of the year. Nice ERA at 2.47. 6-1 record. You see the strikeouts to walks. And the average against just 225.
Adrian Cardenas, the pinch hitter here for Darwin Barney. Nice pick by Tracy. Leading Stammen to the bag. Throw anybody out there. This ball club's doing the job.
You come into a big league game,
the ball will find you.
Every single time. Chad Tracy with a bullet to his backhand side. Not a problem.
Jason Worth getting the night off. Guys having fun. Here's Luis Valbuena, who came in to play third base in the bottom of the 7th. For Craig Stammen, all about coming out, throwing strikes. Get the guys in the clubhouse as quick as you can on a night like tonight and get ready to try and sweep tomorrow. Jay Chapman for the Cubs. By the way, the Orioles gave up 4 in the 7th, trailing 6-2 at Toronto. And the Yankees just got 2 in the 7th to take a 6-4 lead at Tampa Bay. And that's a breaking ball in there. Braves have 1 on, 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Leading 1-0.
The Orioles cannot do that to Masson. This is a first place station. They cannot fall out of first.
Not acceptable. It looks like Brett Jackson will be the next hitter for Joe Mather. And the count goes to 3-2 on Luis Valbuena. And a high fly, left center. Roger Bernardino for the second out. Come and join us. Braves will be going for a sweep. Right now it's a 5-1 homestand. And they will take on the Cubs. You'll get to see Jordan Zimmerman if you come to the ballpark tomorrow night. Good seats are available. Check it out, Nationals.com. Brett Jackson, considered a prospect, but having a definite contact problem right now. 87 at bats, 44 strikeouts. Hard to fathom.
On that pace, that would average out to be a lot over the course of a full season.
Yeah, he's a former #1 pick. 31st player taken just between the first and the second rounds back in 09 out of Cal Berkeley, where he was a .303 career batter. One ball and 2 strikes. Could be a 2-inning outing for Craig Stammen. And there's 3 outs on the way to that. 1, 2, 3, top of the 8th. The Nats dominating Chicago. .30 years of age, traded from Boston. Middle of July, the Nats faced him as a San Diego Padre back in 07. Jordan Zimmerman, 9-8 with that 3.01 ERA, and he will be looking for double figures in wins tomorrow. Johnny and Ray at the ballpark, 6:30 Nats Extra, first pitch, 7:05. Marlins coming in for the weekend. Wouldn't it be nice to take the field Friday night with a 7-1 homestand? It's possible. Tonight, telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Washington Nationals. So Brett Jackson stays into play center after hitting for Joe Mather. Adrian Cardenas, who hit for Darwin Barney, stays into play second base. And Anthony Recker, just called up yesterday, will be the new catcher. Oh yeah, there's a new pitcher. And that's Jay Chapman. There's a lot of conversation, FP, I think more so this year than ever before, about this September roster situation that's going on in baseball. I know Davey Johnson is a proponent of it. Maybe calling up a limited number of players, or if you call up a whole bunch of guys on any given night, maybe only 27 or 28 are available.
Yes.
You know, kind of the scratch system they use in hockey, where, you know, that night maybe 3 or 4 guys are scratches and not eligible to play. And I'm all for that because these September games at times just get out of hand.
Well, it takes the strategy away from managing a Major League Baseball game because as a manager with a huge bench, it affords you to make mistakes throughout the game to where, not that Davey's going to do that, but if you have 35 guys on your roster and 4 catchers, every single move isn't as critical as it is with a 25-man roster to where if I make this move, I'm running out of players. You just sit there and go, I'm pinch hitting this guy and bringing this guy in. There's not a whole lot to out-managing the other manager when you have this many guys available. There's no real chess match involved in September baseball when you have so many call-ups. So, yeah, I'm all for that. Obviously, you want to reward your minor leaguers that have a good season, but I like your idea about, hey, here's the lineup card tonight. These are the guys that are eligible for tonight's game.
And I can't take credit for that, but we've heard that, and I think it's a great proposal. And to me, if you wanted to take it a little further, okay, it's September. You're allowed 5 more guys. Maybe 2 guys on your bench, 3 extra relievers, whatever way you want to do it. But having 34, 35 guys, 12-man bullpens is just a little bit crazy.
It is.
And the thing I worry about is someday, what if some young pitcher comes up and hits Jason Worth on the kneecap, or hits somebody in the helmet, or hits Chipper Jones, and that guy's out for the playoffs? I mean, that would be a tragedy for whatever ball club. And, that can happen with big league pitchers, but the odds of that go up.
It's not like you're calling A-ball guys up to the big leagues. I don't think you have to worry about that. One of the prerequisites to get here as a pitcher is that you throw strikes. So, that's nothing I would really ever worry about. You get to the highest level, you've obviously shown your organization that you can throw a strike. You're not going to get grenade launchers up here. That's, the 20-year-olds that are in A-ball.
No balls and 2 strikes to Danny Espinosa from Jay Chapman. I've been using that glove for a while. Shakes to 85 in the dirt for a strikeout. Espinosa walks away, and the umpire calls him out without a tag. 2 quick outs here in the 8th inning. The race for the Eastern Crown heating up. Don't miss a moment of the action. Text Nationals to 29292 for starting lineups and in-game alerts you can't afford to miss. And by the way, we got some info on most homers in consecutive games. And evidently, the record is 13. The 39 Yankees, the 07 Yankees, and the 61 Giants, all hitting 13 in 2 games in a row. That's previous best 8. Expos hit 10 consecutively in 85. A whole bunch of teams have hit 12, including the Nats now. And Suzuki flies to center. It'll be a quick bottom of the 8th and hopefully a quick top of the 9th. The Nats put 9 runs on 13 hits up on the board tonight.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 home runs the last 2 nights for your Washington Nationals. Unbelievable.
Wow. And 157 on the year. Bryce Harper, 2 of them tonight. Desmond center. So top of the 9th, Dave Sapelt, the hitter for the Cubs. He's 0 for 3 in the series, 0 for 5.
We did the science thing in Florida, taught you all about dolphins in the Atlantic and the Pacific, so we figured tonight we get a little math in before you go to bed. Now, time for you to go to sleep. It's general math, but hey, it's a good way to learn it, right?
Counting home runs. Can't count sheep tonight, count home runs. On a 1-2 pitch, Stammen teasing Sapelt with a breaking ball. So the Nats about to go 32 games over 500 for the first time. They'd made it to 31 previously. Braves have won that game 1-0. Craig Kimbrell is 33rd save. So it remains 7.5 the difference in the East. And the Atlanta Braves just cannot gain anything on the Nats. When this one is over, Nats Extra postgame show presented by W.B. Mason. Johnny and Ray here at the ballpark. Ray might be on his second page of yellow legal pad tonight. Maybe more. 3-2 pitch. Driven to right center. Bernardina at the scoreboard to pull it down.
I'll add that one to the highlight reel. Yeah, I'm doing it too, buddy. Up here in the booth. We're all doing it. Shark gets a start. Leads off. A couple of hits tonight with a home run and 8. Top it off with a great play going into right center field. Sharks do fly. Great shot right there.
Yeah, he's one of the best looking guys on Exmo we've ever had in this ball club.
Air Jaws strikes again. Not just knowing your own ballpark, knowing how many steps you have once you hit the track before you're going to hit the wall. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump. Great play.
That ball driven to center by Anthony Rizzo. Nobody's catching that. On top of the ambulance. And the Cubs are on the board with Rizzo's 11th of the year.
That was the longest one of the night by far. Wow. That'll give you an idea of the pop that Anthony Rizzo has. And that might be the longest one I've seen to straightaway center field in this ballpark this year. Did that get off the back wall over the ambulance? Wow.
Brian LaHare will hit for Alfonso Soriano here. 29-year-old infielder. Longtime member of the Seattle organization.
That had to be at least 450, at least.
Cubs taking some loud hacks here in the ninth. They were beaten 11-5 last night. It's 9-1 tonight. That'll take care of out number 2.
Right back in the strike zone. Good slider to get the punch out from Craig Stammen.
Starlin Castro for the Cubs. He's 1 for 3 tonight, 5 for 11 in the series. Nats fans looking forward to toasting another win here. This would be number 84. Craig Stammen throws in another strike. Good slider, ground ball. Ian Desmond, game over, and for the Nats, 4 in a row, 7 of 8, and they've won 84 games this year.
32 games over 500. They keep their 7.5-game lead over the Braves. And just another slugfest here at Nats Park, and that's their 28th series win of the year. How about that?
In a position to sweep tomorrow night. Craig Stammen finishes off a brilliant night by Gio Gonzalez, who is now 18-7.